Connor, seems it must be like a whirlwind at the moment. You've only been here a few weeks. Just before we get on to the match stuff, how are you feeling within yourself? How are you settling in?
Yeah, no, I'm feeling good. Obviously, I didn't have a pre-season anywhere, so came in here and sort of just getting up to speed with things. But I've settled in well and I'm feeling good fitness-wise. It's just games are coming thick and fast now, so hopefully just find my feet a bit more and play as much as I can. And yeah, I'm really enjoying it so far.
How difficult is it when you're a free agent and you're kind of looking around for a club and at the same time trying to keep yourself ticking over?
Yeah, it's pretty difficult, mentally more than anything. Just kind of all your mates have gone back into pre-season and you're seeing them there at whatever club they're at and you're there at home kind of dragging yourself out of bed in the morning to get up, go out and do something and just keep that fitness and there's only so much you can do. You can't replicate kind of a pre-season in a team environment, so just about sort of mentally just getting your head around it and sticking at it, because I was a free agent obviously from all the way until beginning of September, so it's quite a long time, and it's just about mentally sticking at it and just being resilient with what you're doing and just be disciplined more than anything.
And just give us a little potted history, because you have experience in the game. Obviously, you were at Bradford, as we remember there, and Lake Noreen, and on Leicester's books for a while.
I started off I signed for Leicester when I was sort of 18, 19, so that was the first time I was at any club, so it was quite late in terms of football signing somewhere. So did 2 years at Leicester, really enjoyed my time there, developed a lot, and that's when I signed for Bradford at the end of those 2 years. I had 3 really good years there, played a lot of games, and then I moved back down south to Orient, and it was a bit stop-starty, but played a fair amount and enjoyed my time. We had a great group, and obviously they had the promotion last year, which I didn't play a part in, but just being around that group of players, it was like a really good experience and made kind of friends for life there. So yeah, and then the second half of last season I went out on loan to Colchester and got my games in. So it's been a bit of an up and down the last couple of years, but now hopefully I can come here and sort of cement a place in the team and get a good run of games and play as much football as I can this season.
And hopefully help the side as well, get a few points on the board, because it's been a challenging start. I don't know whether that makes it difficult when you're new to the club. Do you feel a certain pressure to try and get some results now?
I mean, I think no matter where you are in the table, there's always pressure to get results. Obviously, it's not been a good start all to the season, so hopefully as a team we can kind of find a bit of stability and sort of kick on now and start getting results, because that's the most important thing for us now, getting points on the board and creeping up the table and getting away from the danger zone. So we're in the thick of it at the moment, but I mean we've got ability in the group to be far higher up in the table, and I mean it's just everything's got to start clicking together, and with the new gaffer here and him taking over, it's a bit more of a routine, bit more discipline in the team, more organised, and we're sort of seeing more positive performances and a bit more upbeat around the place, just day in, day out at the training ground, I've noticed personally, and hopefully we can generate that into our performances on the pitch, and as the weeks go by we're picking up points and carry that on.
I was thinking actually, you probably spent most of your Tranmere career on the team bus, because there's been a couple of long trips recently. Nice to be at home this weekend.
Yeah. I mean, I haven't been to Prenton Park yet, so it'll be nice to experience a sort of new home, and obviously I've played here as an away player, so it'll be nice to be here as a home player and stepping out there in front of the crowd this Saturday. So I'm looking forward to it.
Do you feel that although the result didn't go your way last week, that there were enough positives to take into this one?
Yeah, I think there were plenty of positives to take. It was just a matter of doing it for 90 minutes. I think that's what we didn't do last weekend. So there were so many positives, and despite the result, I think we can come out of that game being like, right, we're going in the right direction. We've got a foundation to build on, I think if how we played for especially the first half, if we can get our head around doing that for 90 minutes and concentrating for the full game, then I think we'll comfortably beat teams with the way we played, especially first half.
And just looking at the table, obviously, I mean, psychologically, we're still at that early period where if you can get a win or a couple of wins on the bounce, it can make a big difference.
Yeah, definitely. That is still, it's getting to that stage where you do start seeing gaps in the table. So it's a key part where we need to start picking up points and closing those gaps and climbing the table. So we don't want to be going into October still being down there and sort of falling off the pace even more. So it's I think it's a key few games coming up and take away as many points as we can, and hopefully the table won't look as bad sort of coming towards the end of October.
And as a defender, as a left back, how have you been settling in with the rest of the back line? That takes a bit of time as well, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think it does take a bit of time, but I think where I've come in fairly late in terms of as a summer transfer, you just need to adapt as quick as you can and get comfortable in your back line with your fellow defenders and sort of pick up their traits and how they like to play, and I'm just trying to do that as much as possible and absorb as much information as I can from the rest of them and with Luke behind us. So yeah, it's just picking up as much detail as you can and forming those relationships with your wide men, your centre back, your centre mids and that, and yeah, that's just something that we've got to work on and develop as the season goes on, and so it just becomes second nature in games, and you sort of know where your mate's going to be in that.
And just finally, I know it's an interim situation at the moment, but have you found working with Nigel Atkins as the manager at the moment?
Yeah, no, it's been brilliant. Obviously, he's got a vast amount of experience and been at the very top level as high as you can go in this country. So I've really enjoyed it. I've really enjoyed his sort of insights into the game and trying to, like I said, absorb as much information as you can from him while he's there as your manager. Just got to make the most of it and get as much information off him, develop as much as you can as a player while he's here in charge, and however long that may be. So no, I think it's been great for the group, and I'm really enjoying it so far.